Everybody, it's Sinvicta. It's time for everybody's favorite day of the week. It is time for the Sinvicta randomizer run of the week here on Random Run Day. Oh boy, the final day of August, and let's see how it's going to treat us. But first off, here's your meme of the day. I know we haven't been doing memes of the day on Sundays, but this one was too good not to put on here because it did also get a lot of upvotes as well on the Sinvicta subreddit. Top thread was Lost Soul Buddy. Check him out now. Then in the thread, this one was submitted by Captain Black Sparrow. Great name, by the way, who said, whenever I hear it, I can't help but think of Fatboy Slim's Check It Out Now. It's actually Weapons of Choice is the name of the all right, no, it is actually Check It Out Now or something like that. Pardon the eyes are wonky. I made this in like 5 a.m. with one eye open. I mean, they don't look a little wonky. I think that Lost Soul looks a little surprised more than anything there. He's up at this early. So thank you very much, Captain Black Sparrow, and everyone who upvoted that one. And here we go, going to the run randomizer. Everybody, I have no clue what we are going to be seeing today, obviously. But this is version 0.9.6, as you see up here. And we just said it's just a couple of fixes. We have not really done too many sweeps of the balancing for handicaps, just FYI. So those of you who are in the closed beta, again, thank you very much for your feedback. We've had hundreds and hundreds of runs being used, and I can't thank you enough. So here we go. Let us see who we're playing today. Look at that beautiful art by Alex. And it's going to be the Forgotten to Blue Baby and Clean Sweep. What is that? The Forgotten's Clean Sweep to Blue Baby. Play as the Forgotten, defeat Blue Baby at the chest, clean sweep, grab every pickup, coins, heart, bombs, etc. that drops in the room before leaving it. Okay. That should not be a problem, I don't think, but oh no, I accidentally random. No. Well, we got the how did we get what? I clicked over. How is that possible? Tango 88 Quebec, Papa Mike Delta Romeo. I clicked over from the randomizer on Chrome and tabbed into Isaac and accidentally hit spacebar, and it hit the random, but we got the Forgotten. So what? I can't believe that. We're also only 4 away, everybody, from the light goal. Dude, that is unreal. That is uncanny. I have no idea how that's even possible. All right, so we have to pick up every single consumable no matter what before leaving it. Now, this could be good or bad, depending on how you look at it. It could be bad because there are times when you want to leave a soul heart, for example, on the ground, and you don't necessarily want to pick it up before going into a boss fight or something like that, in fear of it actually getting damaged. But I don't think this one's gonna be too hard, especially since we're just going to Blue Baby. Dude, I am awestruck that we actually accidentally hit the. Wait, does this say I have to take all pills? It says I have to pick it up. I'm going to assume that it also means I have to take everything, so HP up, speed down. So if that's not part of the handicap, then we'll call this one a bonus one, because this is a little bit of a softball for a randomizer run. I was just looking for a bomb here. Would have been kind of nice. We got a Sun Car, which will fill up that bone heart that we have. All right, give us a bomb here so we can go back and get that damage upgrade, because the damage upgrades scale very, very well with the regular Forgotten, and there we go. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go back and go get the damage upgrade from Mom's Ring. I was frantically like wailing on the keyboard, like stop, and then I couldn't. You can't stop the random when it starts spinning like that. And what are the odds that we actually got the Forgotten anyway? I mean, oh, what am I doing? We don't need a bomb. We just pick it up with freaking soul. Someone has already probably yelled at that in the comments. So mimic chest we don't really care about, but we can't actually hit it from here. And I'm not gonna use a bomb for it. This bomb's better suited for something else. We can go back and get that soul heart inside of the shop as well, and I think we'll use the sun card on the next floor to. Oh wait, there was no soul heart. Well, I'm gonna buy this red heart, so we don't have to worry about losing the bone heart, as they are very important. Now, of course, the Forgotten has two forms. It has the Forgotten form, or the body, and then if you switch, you can also switch into the Soul, which is it's an alternate version of the Forgotten that is chained to the body, but it's also a spectral version. So you got spectral tears, you got flying, which is real nice. You just have to deal with the tether, and sometimes Monstro doesn't know how to handle things over the rocks. Yeah, he just kind of just does that, and then we can just exploit this here. Very easy peasy, no problem at all. There goes Monstro. We get the box, which is not the best of starts here for items. And we have to pick up everything that we can, so... And a tears down. Wonderful. I'm going to assume it doesn't mean I have to just waste time using a card that we're going to get no benefit from. Again, I'm pretty sure that it doesn't necessarily mean that I have to take all pills, but I'm going to anyway. The Soul Heart here. So you can take Devil Deals as the Forgotten. You have to be very careful, but it's usually beneficial for you to take Devil Deals because of the way that there's the dual HP. So you can either, if you have more HP on one or the other. All right, let's stop losing our HP. If you have more HP on one or the other, then obviously that's the one you're going to want to take the Devil Deal on. And the one that has the least amount, then obviously you don't worry about that. But unlike Jacob and Hee-Haw, the items are shared across both forms of the Forgotten. So I think E. coli is secretly not terrible. Maybe we can get into the curse room for half price, but I don't necessarily want to yet. Now, there is obviously a very big drawback to using the Forgotten, and that's if you lose your Bone Heart, that is your permanent heart container just gone. Yeah, that Tears Up really screwed us badly, or Tears Down really screwed us badly there. Because this Tears rate is abysmal. Sticky Nickel. Oh, I should let him explode. We could have gotten the nickel. Well, unfortunately, I cannot get this nickel, so... Would not mind getting the red candle here. And we also need to fill up this Bone Heart, because again, we don't want to lose... We do not want to lose the HP container, especially right before Devil Deal, too. We're still just going straight to Blue Baby, so it's not that big of a deal. But you never know. You can't really take a day off when it comes to Isaac. Okay, that was pathetic, Isaac. Try that again. Now, another thing that is nice about the Soul is that it does also anything that's firing a projectile will usually fire towards the body. The body will actually attract the shots, as you just saw right there from that pooter. So it's very, very, very useful to use him as a damage shield, as an orbital, rather than for offense. We'll take Petrified Poop here, and we're going to stand to get a lot of money, hopefully here, and maybe a Soul Heart or two. I hope. Now, HP upgrades are they're important for the Forgotten, but getting damage is also very important, just like any other form of Isaac. And the way that it scales is just, it's so great. It's so powerful when you've got the Forgotten with a high amount of damage. It's just it's really hard to beat them. You can use the bone and just do whatever you want with it, and it's strong. I mean, you can take down from the get-go. You can take down a lot of the major bosses without too much effort. Now, as we saw in the character tier list video, it's not quite as powerful, in my opinion, as the Tainted Forgotten. Just because you have the body throw and it does a little bit more on impact damage. And I think that personally, I would rather play the Tainted Forgotten only because of the fact that you don't have to micromanage the characters. You have flying, you can toss the body, and then that's that. Get a much needed Tears upgrade here to almost undo that, and Mom's Knife is very good. We can't take it on the Soul, though. We're gonna have to take it on the Forgotten. So this is It's a little sketch because it does put us down to 1 HP, but we now have the Scythe Bone, which is incredible. And it does a cleave attack, which is also very unique to the synergy. So definitely worth using, definitely worth taking. Again, it does kill our tears rate yet again, but the trade-off is that we have a very powerful melee attack now. As you see right here, just it cuts swaths through things. We can still go into the curse room as well for half price. I was hoping that we were going to get a bomb by now. So let's go into the curse room. We do have a soul heart and a Yave. One of them Yaves. So now we could go into the dice room and see if there's a D20 or something in here. There's not. There's a D6. Or there's a 6 room with the D100, which obviously I am not going to be taking. I don't know if this... Does this mean I have to go... Does the handicap say anything about chests? No, just pickups. Okay, it specifically says pickups. So I'm not forced to walk into a dice room and re-roll myself, thankfully. That would have been a big bummer there. So, but technically we did go in the curse room for free because we have these red hearts here. So, yeah, overall, very, very strong start here, minus the tears down that we got. We've got the damage to back it up right now. What's nice about this is now that we have this, the soul gets oh, I wasn't supposed to do that. Oh, but I have to replace the trinket though. Are trinkets considered pickups? I'm gonna for this one I'm going to assume yes. We're gonna lose petrified poop, which kind of stinks. Let's not go into the curse room right now, and not until we get at least another red heart on the ground or something. But Mom's Knife obviously is going to turn this into a very, very strong start, regardless of what our actual damage stat is. Wow. Okay. All right, Mini Duke. Gonna be like that, huh? We get a golden bomb, which is nice. We get a bomb the temperance machine here for heart, and we did get a heart. Actually, I could have used that heart to get out of the curse room for free, because we could just fly in for free and then walk out for a half of a red heart, which will still would have left us with an empty bone heart, and then we would have been able to get that red heart and just done that. So, oh well. I'm sure there will be more red hearts to choose from. And take the death card here, and since we have a golden bomb, might as well look for Mini Mush or Skinny on Mushroom or Mega, or not Mega Mush, but Magic Mush. I feel like it's been a while since we've seen our good pal, our old pal Magic Mush. Been too long. Okay, there's the half heart. Let's go. I still have a key though. Okay, let's just go fight the boss right now. Fistula's a pretty easy give me here. Because of the golden bombs, but also because of Mom's Knife. Just have to be careful of the splits. We can pretty much just lay random bombs anywhere. They're going to hit some part of Fistula here. Oh, I hate this. I hate this. There we go. Got them all. Look at that. And we did get an HP upgrade. Very nice. Shot speed's always nice, although it doesn't matter for Mom's... Doesn't really matter for Mom's Knife that much. We're still on the quest for our Yaves. I don't know if I can stretch that far. This movement speed. If we get this half red heart, that will give us one half red heart and one half soul heart, which would put us at even at a non half heart interval. Now, one thing I will say is that the downside to another downside to the regularly forgotten, who is not one of my favorite characters to play, by the way, but I think he's fun because he's unique. He's just not one of my favorites. One of the downsides is that you are limited. You are limited to a certain amount of HP. Why did I do this? Why did I decide to take an honorable stance here on this? Like, no, you gotta use the pills. Even though technically it didn't say that in the handicap, but we're gonna house rule this one. We'll see what Bryn Mawr ultimately says. We do finally get a key. We get 2 of them too, so yeah. Bloody Lust is okay. Gonna give us a nice damage upgrade. Keep forgetting that we have a golden bomb here, so I might as well check for stuff. Although it does increase the likelihood that I'm going to be taking bad pills. And we have 1 key left with 18 cents. So obviously we're going to be going into the shop now. I don't like what we got going on here. somehow Bloody Lust goes over the stem cell's eye, which is pretty kind of Illidan-ish. There's a half-price key here. We can also buy the mystery gift to see if we can get the secret room. Now, obviously, we have the golden bomb, so there's absolutely no reason why we shouldn't find the secret room. We may not find it on the first go, but we're gonna find it, and we'll see what the mystery gift gives us. And it gave us Transcendence, which is gonna give us flying. Very nice. Love us some Transcendence. It's not a very seldom seen item in Isaac, but it's when you do, you're happy. And of course, there's nothing super special about it. It just gives you flying, and that is it. But it's a good one, though. Yeah, Curse the Tower, no thank you. I am going to use this last key to see if we can get maybe some more keys, or we'll just get Purple Heart, which is what we're going to be replacing our Liberty Cap with, I guess. Really hoping that we were just going to get a bomb and a key, and then maybe a red heart in this golden chest. Would have been nice. But we can't have nice things in Isaac. I think we all know that. We'll go back and we'll go retrieve the red candle. And then it's definitely worth it for us to at least look for the super secret room. Which I could have swore was down here, but apparently not. Definitely that's a high percentage wall. There's only 2 other spots it could possibly realistically be on. It's here or here. That's right there. So what we could do now is we could go back and get that soul heart. But the HP is capped at 6 for both of these, for both characters. And we just got 15 cents, so I think I'm just going to let that soul heart kind of fade a little bit. And I'll grab a rotten heart. That's just crazy luck that we got the Forgotten on the random. That's still amazing. Purple Heart, by the way, gives us 2 times the chance for us to get a champion mob, which is obviously sometimes not ideal if you don't have a lot of damage, but in this case, we do have a lot of damage, so it's not a death sentence, but it's certainly not ideal in this case, because we've got high damage, but we have low HP, so we got to be real careful. Especially with this rotten heart. And that was kind of short-sighted of me of taking. That was some wild ricochets there. Definitely could use some range. Our range is pretty pathetic right now. Okay, we're up to 21 cents. We'll say that with this sort of this cleave attack that we got with Mom's Knife and the bone and the headband from Bloody Lust, we got a little bit of an anime thing going on. It maybe because I just got done watching an episode of Sakamoto Days, but we're looking a little anime-ish. Not gonna lie. The Purity here, which Purity's fine. It's gonna give you 1 stat up as long as you don't take any damage. Certainly nothing to write home about, but unless you have Rock Bottom, of course. You're seeing all these champion mobs now come out of the woodwork. That's where the aggressiveness of the Zubats are going to get them in hot water here, because obviously we've got the melee. We've got the close quarter combat locked down. And we were able to finally get rid of the purple heart for the counterfeit penny. Crab has moved, everybody. I repeat, the crab has moved. I haven't gotten too much further since the last update that you guys and gals saw here. So, although I have switched to the Abyssal Whip now. The Abyssal Whip is what was told from many people, told that I needed to switch to. This is not a pickup. I honestly don't want lower movement speed. Our movement speed's pretty low as it is. I don't mind losing this bone heart here because we have a real heart that we can get over there, and that's curse the tower for a second time. Our movement speed's already pretty doo-doo. I think that we have the luxury of not needing a devil or a damage upgrade currently. So, and yes, tears are nice, but not for Mom's Knife. I'd rather have a slow, deliberate knife than one that charges really fast and is a little unwieldy. Kind of a stylistic choice of mine. I can't believe that Skidder lived through that. You can bomb the Charge Beggar for a mega increase in our Devil Deal chance. Going up to 90, and we finally find the shop. Got a Yave. Secret Room's usually there, but I don't think it's there this time. There we go. I mean, I know it's not there because we already found the secret room. Now, the super secret room is going to be a little tricky here. It's probably, if it's not in the room that's before the boss, it's probably off of this big room here. Take a stab at it. Yeah, so it can't be there. There's 3 other places it could be in this room. There it is. This is our last bomb. There's no reason for us to use it. There's no pickups in there, so I'm not bound by any sort of rule that says I have to pick it up. Red Champion Carrion Queen is awful. Thankfully, we have the soul, though. Or sorry, no, this is Pink Champion Carrion Queen. Yeah, this is the one. This is the Carrion Queen you want. I was mistaking it for a different version. This is the one where she just drops her hitbox right on the ground and you just laugh as you destroy her hearts, so no big deal there. We get Marrow, which does give us a bone heart, and we did pass our 90% devil deal as you would hope that we would. And did we, though? Because it's a Krampus fight. And it means that we did not get a devil deal item. And we still didn't get a devil deal item. All right. We can get the Mimic chest. It doesn't cost the Forgotten anything, but gonna lose our counterfeit penny, which is fine. Ag Lunch is just going to give us an HP upgrade whenever we take enough damage, but normally it doesn't pay out. Normally, by the time you see it pay out, you don't need the HP anymore anyway. Got Super Greed. I'm happy that we got back to 3 HP. Although Marrow is not the not my first choice for an item to get from the boss when we need so many other things, particularly movement speed. Tears rate I can live with. We can work with this tears rate here. We just got to be a little bit careful. There's a unicorn poop there, so we can get into the shop, or we can get into the curse room for pretty much free. I'm not going to use the unicorn poop until we absolutely need, unless we need the heal. So this is what the swing speed is here with the Tears aura from Purity. Instead of hitting once every 10 years, we're hitting once every 5 years. Stars card, okay. We can't get any more soul hearts. Because we are capped at 6. Okay, so before we go fight the boss, let's go. We're not going to get boss rush anyway, so I'm just going to save myself the time of looking for this. There was a tinted rock in here. So I'm not considering Bobby Bombs a handicap item because it's not a pickup, it's an item. If it was just 5 bombs or Mr. Boom or something like that, then you can argue that, yeah, that's more of a pickup than an item. But Bobby Bombs, even though it grants you 5 bombs, it's definitely more of a passive item than just a simple pickup, in my opinion. My humble opinion. We have this really, really large map once again. What the heck? Oh, that mob was straight up invisible, dude. Oh, I think I heard a heart. Yeah, a heart did drop in here. We have to take it. Now, obviously, if we're capped on HP, I can't take soul hearts. And I think it would be silly to have to force myself to, oh, well, you got to hit yourself and lose the soul heart, and so that way you can pick it up. I think that's a little silly. Not saying anyone is saying that, though, but you never know. I've been on the internet long enough to tell you that people will jump to very illogical conclusions. Every time we take damage, remember we're gaining damage thanks to Bloody Lust. But that does not mean that I want to take damage just to buff ourselves. Speaking of damage, we do get damage here. Could go all the way back and get that unicorn poop, but if I lose this HP, it's on me. I will take the fault for it. Okay, so this Eternal Chest could potentially ball out of control here. But it didn't. I don't mind losing half of a soul heart here. Okay. Hey, we got a luck up. And a Tears up! Well, that was unexpected. So the Tears, there's a Tears down, but there's also a Tears up in the pool. So that's good. That is muy bueno. That is muy of the bueno. Spanish Mosh Pit is in tears right now. Somebody asked recently, or when are we going to have another Espanol run? And the answer is, soon maybe. It would make a good return like streak goal for sure, but we gotta get one first. Technically speaking, we have not gotten a single like streak goal in the new like streak era yet. And I'm a little surprised that it's taken us this long to get to 4 on theme week. But again, with the like streaks and the faster, hopefully faster turnover rate, if it's something that somebody that the mosh pit collectively does not want, then I'm just going to switch the like streak goal to something else. And we lost that HP upgrade, so that one is on me. Pretty mad that we lost it to a death rattle of all things, but I get for talking more than playing. Now, realistically, you should never lose an HP upgrade on the Forgotten, ever. The ability to switch to the Soul and have flying and be just totally safe is absolutely within your power to do so each and every room. But I also like playing the melee just because I like playing melee. I like playing melee in games. I don't like playing casters. I don't like playing all that crazy stuff. Give me a shield, give me a sword, and I'm happy. Get a strength card here. These shops have just not been great. Random soul heart over there. Might as well buy a bomb. Right. Avi has said that the super secret room is over here. I honestly thought this room was over. The world card, very nice. Got a black soul heart. I don't think we need the full card to get out of here. It's not like we have anything else to come back to. It does worry me a little bit that we lost this HP though, which again is that's 100% my fault for being lazy and not getting that other half heart back. We still may have lost it, but that's on me. I said I don't up to it. I'm owning up to it. It's my fault. Punishment for being lazy. We gotta go blue baby. We did not get a devil deal. Oh, we have a world card. I think I'm just going to use the world card now. Mini boss. I'm hoping that we can... Oh, well, here we go. Judgment's going to be nice. Look, I like Butterbean, but a couple basic HP upgrades would have been nice. Just saying, game. Okay, second chance here. All right. Looking for a red heart so we can get our HP back to reasonable levels. We do not want to go down to 1 HP on the Forgotten. Boom. Again, it doesn't really count as a pickup. And by the way, in the earlier example, I was talking about Boom, not Mr. Boom. Might as well go into the super secret room since we have vision on them. Obviously, there's a crawl space over here. We get an Emperor card, very nice. So technically, I should have picked that up, but I mean, come on, we've got it's a crawl space. Virgo is actually great for us taking pills anyway. Oh, we haven't bombed. Silly me. Now we do. Yep. Red Candle has been very instrumental helping us out here, as it always is. World card's keeping us safe by showing us exactly where we need to go. Now, this is not a room that you want to be fighting melee in if you didn't have flying. Luckily, we do. But it's much safer and much smarter to fight in this room as the soul rather than the Forgotten. the body. Another soul heart. Lots of random soul hearts, but if we get a devil deal, I mean, we can basically get one for almost free on this floor. We get green bloat, who is not who I wanted to see. Okay. We're gonna have to play as a soul here. Now remember, we have the polar invincibility thanks to us having no red hearts on the soul alone. But that's a pretty garbage devil deal there. No harm, no foul, though. And that's how you should properly use the soul in the Forgotten. Not what I've been doing, but that right there. First the blind. And again, there's really no after a certain skill level, there's really no excuse to lose any red hearts on the Forgotten, and the regular Forgotten anyway. The ability to fly and be totally immune to stuff over rocks and that sort of thing, especially with Mom's Knife, there's really no excuse for it. So the tears down became a tears uphill, and we got perks as well. See what's over here. So it's a mega chest. A bunch of mega everything here. So, and you look at our build, and our build's not particularly all that great. We have some good damage stats, obviously. Man. Well, I guess Super Ball wasn't technically doing anything. All right, here we go. Third time's a charm here, Judgment. Hey. All is well with the world. We're back at 3 HP. I don't know how we didn't get hit there. That tier was on us. This is one fight I won't be fighting melee for most of it because the Forgotten hard counters, and I mean hard counters Mom's heart here. You can just sit back behind the body and just do that and be totally fine. Until Brimstone, of course. It's a blind devil deal. I'm not even going to worry about it, to be honest. It's always weird seeing me as one of the top DPSers on the Gemstone Crab in RuneScape. What? How did I do most damage? I keep forgetting to bring my dang pick as well. Mining pick. Oh, another mega chest. Horn pocket, which is definitely not one of my favorite items. Dice room here. We're playing with fire, trying to melee these guys. We still have full HP on the soul. There's no reason for us to bomb. Okay. Virgo really helping us out here. We get gulp.
Tears.
Tears up, tears up. Something's wrong.
Something's wrong.
Tears rate looking better here. Ended rock up there for Navi. Look at the cleave attack here from the Forgotten. I mean, just having Mom's Knife on the bone is just so strong. And you can pretty much do the same thing that I did against Mom's Knife here with Isaac. You can pretty much stand right behind the Forgotten to be totally fine, minus the crack the Skizzle beams. If your range is high enough, you can also... You see how the... By the way, you just saw how those shots kind of curve into the body there. I mean, it does attract all the shots, which is real nice. Great for security. See how very clean Isaac kill, and we are only one boss away here. So a longer run because it's just a Forgotten run that had no movement speed, but still... Lost soul buddy, speaking of the devil. Check him out now. Oh, wow, it paid out. Not expect that. I'm still going to take Red Candle. Red Candle did a fantastic job for us. And I think that one is a challenge complete here. No problem at all. The clean sweep challenge is done. And I'll mark it complete here in a second. This time I will put the seed in. I need to remember to write down the seed. Right as I kill Blue Baby, I'll go log it in, and then that'll be it. Whoa, that Pooter trying to take a pot shot there. And look how much the body just attracts all of the shots. Look at that. It's not fair, man. There we go. So I'm going to put the seed in real quick and show you the run randomizer to bring it back up here to mark it complete. It was a pretty softball run. I will admit that one wasn't too bad here. So rate difficulty, definitely a 1. The seed was Tango 88 Quebec, Papa Mike Delta Romeo, and I'm gonna mark it as complete. And there you go. So yeah, not too bad for the run. Again, we got to see the Forgotten, and he is not someone that we've seen in a little bit, but no, it is what it is. That's the nature of having it random, and I'm sure that our comeuppance is coming soon here because, yeah, our bill is going to be due for these sort of softball runs. But a good way to end August, everyone. Remember, we're only 4 away from the light streak goal of all randomizer challenge runs for an entire week on the YouTube save file. It's going to be spicy, and I hope that we get there. But if not, then we'll switch it up and find something else the Mosh Pit likes. So thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And as always, I'll see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks to patrons of mine like Vernon, James, Ely, and Seven Fangs. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Sinvicta.